Once upon a time, there was a princess from a rich kingdom. She was known for her beauty, but also for being very proud. Her skin was as white as a lily, her hair golden like the sun, and her eyes were as blue as a spring lake. But her words were sharp like rose thorns. Every day the king, her father, invited princes and kings from faraway lands to ask for her hand in marriage. They came with hope and honor. But the princess always laughed at them.
That one is too fat. That one walks like a duck. And look at that one, his nose looks like a carrot.
One day, a kind and handsome young king arrived. He had a neatly trimmed beard that looked like the soft feathers of a black bird. But when the princess saw him, she laughed loudly.
Look, he has a bird's nest on his chin. I will call him King Birdbeard.
Hearing this, her father the king became very angry. He looked at his daughter with disappointment and said,
"Because you make fun of those who come with good hearts, you will marry the first man who passes by the castle."
The princess was silent. She thought her father was only joking. The next morning, a poor beggar came singing at the castle gates. He was playing an old harp. At that moment, the king kept his promise.
"My daughter, today you will marry this beggar."
The princess cried and begged, but the king's heart did not change. The proud princess left the castle with a man in ragged clothes. She used to ride in a golden carriage, but now she walked, tired and covered in dust. They reached a small, broken-down cottage near the forest. The beggar said,
"This is our home."
Aren't there any servants?
The man replied,
"We don't need servants because you are my wife."
Days went by. The princess had to cook, clean, and carry water, things she had never done before. Her hands became sore. Her eyes were full of tears. She tried to weave, but the cloth ripped. She tried to cook, but the food burned. She tried selling pottery at the market, but a horse ran past and broke all her plates. The princess sat crying on the side of the road, surrounded by broken dishes and people laughing at her. One day, the beggar found work in another kingdom. He took the princess with him to work as a kitchen maid. She had to sweep the floors, wash dishes, and carry food trays to the banquet hall. There, she saw the king of that land, a man she knew very well. It was King Birdbeard. He stood tall and smiled kindly. But this time, the princess didn't laugh. Her heart was full of regret and shame. After the feast, the king came to her and gently asked,
"Do you still think my beard looks like a bird's nest?"
The princess was shocked. Her voice trembled.
Your Majesty, I don't deserve to stand before you.
Then, to her surprise, the king smiled.
"I was the beggar you married. I am your husband. I only wanted to teach you about kindness, hard work, and being humble. You have changed. And now I love you not as a proud princess, but as a true woman."
Tears ran down the princess's cheeks, but this time they were not from sadness. They were from happiness. They were married again, in front of the whole kingdom, with love and respect. From that day on, the princess was not known only for her beauty, but for her kind heart and wisdom.